Daniel, I wanted to ask you something maybe that's a little sensitive for Bobby, but
It's not.
Why do you get so nervous?
But it's not. Don't.
he seems to think he's been intentionally left out of the Stop Asian Hate movement.
I've heard this.
He wants to do a PSA.
And I kind of just want to see, I want to hear your thoughts on if you think he was left out intentionally and if you think he's not a good face for the campaign.
No, what I'm saying, what she's
Well, if he
trying.
would just shave and lose a few pounds.
That's it.
Yes, Bobby, it's been a whole conspiracy against you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I was saying earlier was, in the past is that I just don't feel like people would believe me. Like, even if I was saying, like, I remember one time, Will.i.am goes, come over, because I'm doing this, I don't know what the fucking cause was. And I had to lift up cards, like, how Bob Dylan did in that thing, right? And I saw that final thing, and I was the only one they cut out. And I remember doing the cards, and Will.i.am would just be like, it just doesn't feel like you care.
Wait, do you even remember what the campaign was?
I don't even remember.
That's why.
Did you
It had to
care?
do with minorities or something.
Did you care? Did you care?
At the time, I was like trying to cry,
Well, that's
and I was,
it's not an acting gig,
and they're
man.
like, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm feeling it." You know what I mean?
That was your
Racism.
intention to cry?
Well, it was a thing. He was like, all these people are doing. I think Morgan Freeman's doing. All these people, and they go, "It's a real personal thing. I know you're a comedian, but it's real. So give me the cards, man. See, you want to see real?" And after I was done, they were like, "Yeah, okay, thank you," and they just cut me out.
Was the card, did it have writing on it?
Yeah,
And
it's
was
like
it-
stop
Yours had a-
racism now.
How did it grammatically work if they cut you out in the middle of a sentence?
They gave him a
use the
blank
verb?
card. He had a blank card.
Was yours like the period or something?
No, it was one of those. Well, I think what it was is like, they probably saw 30 people,
Yeah.
and they cut this thing together into one thing, right? And I didn't even get a card or a period or nothing. I was not in it. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not, that's not my thing.
Different time, though, for you. Because now, you're crying a lot.
I know, but what I'm saying is that if there's a cause for Asians, they're not going to call me, is what I'm saying.
But there is no bat phone. There's no signal that goes out to say calling all Asians who care about it.
There isn't?
No, there's no.
Yeah, yeah. So let me ask you something, right? Did you do Stop Asian Hate stuff?
Yeah, I did. A lot
Okay,
of it.
I know you did, right? So if there was no bat phone, how'd you get in on them?
Because I just started talking about it. And that's the thing. You don't need permission, Bobby. If you start talking about this and it becomes important to you, like-minded people are going to find you. And then they're going to be like, I heard Bobby talking about this on his podcast. Let's have him be a part of this because I know he feels this. So,
I talked about it.
it's organic. But,
I know.
But,
But not in a good way, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my point of view was different. There's a part of me that thinks that it's just human nature, that, violence is human nature and this and that. But there's also a part of me that thinks that human beings can evolve and change, and it doesn't need to be a part of our...
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the hope. That's what people like Martin Luther King were talking about their entire lives, evolving to a place where we don't let our baser nature win. That's what we have to appeal to.
Yeah.
That's who we need to talk to, because you have to believe that there's a segment of the population who wants the same thing. And if we can convince more of them to move us forward, then we'll be making progress, because we can't expect that everyone is going to agree with us. Look at climate change and look at all the other issues facing our country that are existential, our world that are existential.
Yeah.
We can't make movement on it.
Yeah.
So just goes to show you how powerful the forces on both sides are.
Yeah, but it's really companies and CEOs and stuff. When we have lobbyists like that and we have them running the fucking show, they're not gonna, deregulate. They want to make their fucking money, man, right? And so then they go to a certain segment of people and they lie to them, and this is where we are,